Hello, good morning, Saral traders. I'm going to review some of our setups. We will do the weekly review of the S&P 500 and other indices. This is the small cap index. So we have an open position in the small cap index, and we are bullish about it going into 2025. So if you look at the small cap index IWM, or the future is RTY and the micro future is M2K. We regularly trade this. So we started the year, we ended last year at around 200, right? And then this year we got a massive move. We got a move to 245 almost. So it was around a 22% move. Now this 22% move to the peak, and then we are ending the year at 220. So while we went up 22%, we probably are going to close the year around 10% kind of a move. Now this was not a smooth journey, and this was really, it went into a sideways move from the top 210, almost spent almost around more than half a year before it could break 210 level. So it broke 210, then completely went down. It was a very choppy ride. But this choppy rides in indexes give very good trading opportunities. Now we made a 245 high, which was actually our target for the year was 240. So we met it. We created the positions at the beginning of the year with 5% hedges, and that played out very well for us. Now coming back to this year, this time, we had this 245 move, and then because there is a lot of pent-up demand or people were stuck here, the selling came in, and this selling has again taken us to the breakout point, which is around 220. Now, this is the where once we broke 210, the entire movement was between 230 and 210. So we have again come back to this level. If you look at the volume profile here, on just a minute, if you look at the volume profile charts, what happened? Yeah. So you see, there is the high volume node here at 200 and 203. This is for the annual one. And if you look at for last 6 months, I think it should be around 210 levels. Okay, so it's at 220 for 6 months. So exactly, this whole thing is playing out. So this at 220 is going to be 220 to 210 is again going to be very good area to trade. Now coming back to the smaller time frame where we have our swing signal, if you see uh, the swing signal we got here, and as this was a big flow, so we entered some positions here. There was a downtrend. There is this big overwhelming bearish engulfing candle. The signal came in, but then we had a retracement to this level. This is exactly where a lot of churning is happening. Now we added to our position here. Now we are expecting, as per the Saral system, that we will chop in this range for a while, and then we will have a breakout towards 233, 230, 233 kind of an area. That is what is expected in the short term. Now in the long term for this year, I have entered my long-term hedges. Currently the year-long trade is around, again, the hedging cost is around 5%. And the target that we are expecting this year is 270. So 270 is expected if everything goes well. Now this is a good point where if you are interested, you can create the year-long hedges, trades with hedges. You don't have to do anything. In the system, we make some adjustments. Now, if the market falls and goes against us, in that scenario, what we do is we do some adjustments. Now, those adjustments will be required. But if you don't want to do any adjustments, you just want to take a view based on now, you can do that as well. But with adjustments, the returns can be better if the market goes up. And the downside is always limited. So this is a small cap index. On the shorter term charts, if you look at 2 hour chart also, you will see while we have a sell signal, uh, this support of 218 is going to hold. it should hold. If this support is broken, then we are straight away going to 210. That 215 to 210 levels are possible where I will roll over my short-term and long-term hedges. So this is a small caps. We can look at Nasdaq 3x. So Nasdaq 3x ETF, um, this, we had a signal here, and this signal didn't get did get some follow through, but then on Friday the current completely snowballed, changed it. So we will have to see. There is a bullish candle that was formed. So we see if we get a follow through in the regular hours, then we will hold the position or we will exit this position that we currently have. So the weekly options that we trade on triple X leverage ETFs or even the normal indexes can be very volatile. So we generally don't trade them. We trade weekly options and we generally don't keep a stop on them because typically 1 or 2% moves can really take their values out. So you have to be very, very careful when you are trading and you have to follow a system. Typically, if this move followed, the target was around 92. This option that we had bought would have doubled or tripled by that time. So it's basically weekly options are for people who can handle that kind of drawdowns. So if you look at QQQ, the Nasdaq charts on daily we have a buy signal. Now, typically, this buy signal came after this major sharp fall. So it has happened is that a lot of people who were stuck, and then the bears also kind of attacked, and they are shaking out the bulls. With the signal is still there, right? So this is something that need to watch out for. Now, we can look at gold charts just to finish the. So on gold, we are in a sideways move, and on the smaller time frames, if you see, 2 hour, you see that we have it's a choppy move. Now, anything that you do on gold, it has to be either hedged if you're doing futures or you can get stuck in this. Let's look at EWZ, which is the Brazilian index. Now, Brazilian index is in a major downtrend. Something really bad macro-wise is coming in. News flow is very bad. So this has been in a very choppy range. Now we will take a decision. We have a position open in it. Now what we are going to do? What if we are going to adjust, do some adjustments or something? I will be reviewing this. But if the move comes in our direction 24, 24.50 can be first targets. We will hold it for now. Let's see Amazon. So Amazon is in a lifetime breakout. This was the breakout level 200, and now from that 200 level, it has already gone up 10-15% to 230. And now it's kind of consolidating, and there is some happening. We are bullish on this. We have traded this twice or thrice and made money on this. So at this point of time, I will just wait for it to get another signal. There will be a very good buying opportunity if this comes to 210 area, which is possible if the bearish, if this continues, if this trend line is broken. On Google, on Google also, there is a new lifetime high made, and typically when the new lifetime high is made, let's see 3 year chart just for or maybe 5 years to see what are we doing on the larger time frames. Okay, so this was a new lifetime high. This was the breakout level 150, and then it made a new lifetime high around, and then now it's challenging it. So see, there is a whenever there is a lifetime high, there is a retracement. This retracement exactly moved from this trend line. Now again we are in this. Now this time the retracement might not be as sharp as it was last time. It almost gave up everything, right? And came exactly to the flash point and then it went up. So we again traded this 2 times and made money both the times. Let's see, if this comes down to the range, we will again buy it. Otherwise, we will just exit it. I'm keenly watching Google. I think we need to get a direction from it again. Mostly, it's bullish. Thank you. If you want to get our weekly options trades, you can join our free channel on Telegram, and we'll take it up from there. Thanks.